Everyone along here on Flow Racing for the live stream for both today as well as tomorrow. Thanks to the entire crew here from MAV TV for making their way in, braving the elements, staying up on the lift. We now have the scissor left up over in turn 3 now that the wind has died down a little bit. So thanks to everybody that has made their way here for the entire weekend, and we are ready for our final feature of the night.
And let's give the rundown for the Sea Creek Beef Jerky USRA Modifieds. On the pole, it's going to be Nick Binniger. That is the Perry, Kansas, number 3B. And on the outside, that is Matt Johnson, Archie, Missouri's 1X. Row number 2, that belongs to Dustin Sorensen, Rochester, Minnesota, and the 28 car. And Jason Persley, the Hermitage, Missouri, the young man, in at 38C. Row number 3, it is the former track champion, that is Robbie Reed, Mexico, Missouri, in the 5 car. And Chase Jones, the El Dorado Springs 03. Your 4th row, Mickey Burrell, that is the Fairgrove, Missouri 73, and Ryan Midoff, Fulton, Missouri, in the 21. Jim Greenway, Galena, Missouri, the 28G. J.C. Morton, Springfield, Missouri, in the 18. And then it is Dustin Tiger, the West Plains, Missouri native and champion, in the 9 car. Lewis Jackson, he comes from Edgerton, Kansas, the 3J. Dalton Kirk, Edgerton, Kansas, in the 30 car. Jonathan Olmshine, that is the Dashel, Minnesota, 05. And then Daniel Franklin, Berryville, Arkansas, the 7 car. Tracy Wolf, Buffalo, Missouri, the 21 TW. Ryan Gilmore, the 66 from Springfield, Missouri. And Gary Taggett, the Jonesboro, Arkansas, number 10. That will be your field starting tonight. 20 will decide it as they go around. And the pace truck is off the pace, Shane. We're getting ready for 20 loud laps.
$1,000 to win for the Modifieds, 18 strong as they rolled through the turnstiles in the backstretch over in the pit area. Nick Binniger, 7 championships up at Lakeside. Matt Johnson in the 1X, a 2-time winner from a season ago, including winning here at the Spring Nationals as they head over into turns 3 and 4. Mike Striegel back up at the flag stand, step down on the noisemaker, back underway. Our final feature of the night from here in Wheatland.
Nick Binniger, Perry, Kansas, jumps out to the early lead, but he has got Matt Johnson right there with him now. He steps into turn number 3. He takes a little bit of a lead, but here comes Johnson. Johnson to the inside, looking to take it back. Sorensen in that 3rd spot coming around.
We'll keep our attention towards the back of the field also. There are some pretty strong cars that are going to be making their way up towards the front. And Dustin Sorensen, he had a quick turnaround. Just ran the late model feature here for the MLRA, and he is back behind the wheel of a modified where he has seen an extreme amount of success over the years. And one of the cars that's already having some issues is the Corncob car. That is the Minnesota native that runs an all-ethanol machine. The 05 US of Jonathan Olmscheid, a 675-mile one-way ride down to Lucas Oil Speedway. Of course, he took part of that in an airplane whenever he drove in and met the rest of the crew from Des Moines. Nick Binniger out in front of Matt Johnson. They both have separated themselves from Dustin Sorensen as it is now side by side. Matt Johnson looking to the inside. Last year when we were here, it was Matt Johnson and Dylan McCowan that were battling it out just like this. Now it's Nick Binniger taking over that role, and he leads by half a car length over Matt Johnson, but Johnson comes storming to the inside.
And Matt Johnson, of course, former track champion at Adrian Speedway, now closed down. But, man, he knew how to get around there. Short track, he has found his way around here. Binniger showing the way. The Perry, Kansas is number 3, but it is Matt Johnson, the 1 car on the inside as they come around. In that 3rd spot, it is the veteran of Rochester, Minnesota, number 28. That is Dustin Sorensen.
Matt Johnson, who last year, whenever he came in, won, as we mentioned, on Spring Nationals. He's already got 1 top 5 on the season, and that came here at Lucas Oil Speedway when he finished 3rd last year. For Nick Binniger, the Perry, Kansas native, has yet to get himself a top 10. He had 10 wins last year, 7 times at Lakeside, won 10 times the year before that back in 2021. Best finish he had at Lucas Oil Speedway last year was second when he had 5 top 5s.
As they come around here, it is still Binniger out front, and it is the one of Matt Johnson in that second spot. It is still that 28 car of Dustin Sorensen. Sorensen trying to reel in the 2 leaders, cannot do. The track champion, former track champion, that is Robbie Reed, the Mexico, Missouri number 5 in that 4th spot as they come around here, and rounding out, that is Ryan Gilmore. Gilmore, we talked about actually in a B mod racing here and holding on well.
Action deeper in the field. This is now Chase Jones, Jason Pursley up in this group that is making their way towards the front. And Chase Jones, you see some damage on the left rear of Jason Pursley's number 38.
Yeah, heavy damage as he and the 03 of Chase Jones battling it out as they come around. But it is still now the 28 moved up Dustin Sorensen. As they roll through here. No, still Nick Binniger, the 3 car. But Matt Johnson in pursuit and Sorensen in 3rd.
Yeah, still Binniger ahead of Matt Johnson. Sorensen now 3 car lengths behind Johnson. Car to go a lap down as we are winding down on the laps.
Now Binniger goes to the inside. Johnson follows. He's going to use traffic to try to keep Johnson at bay. Now a little bit of an open field as they come around this time. In the inside, Matt Johnson looks to the inside. Binniger shuts the door this time.
Dustin Sorensen has run the fastest lap of everybody so far at 18.361.
As they roll through here, Binniger still showing the way. Johnson to the inside. Now it is Sorensen. Sorensen looks to the high side in those corners, looks to take around Matt Johnson. He is going to show a wheel to that second spot. Battle for second is coming your way. It's going to be the 28 of Dustin Sorensen, the Rochester, Minnesota native, looking to the high side. Matt Johnson to the low side this time around.
Daniel Franklin next to go a lap down. Also going a lap down is Dustin Tiger as Binniger gets past both of those cars. Matt Johnson will clear them as well. Johnson now just having to run in the tire tracks of Nick Binniger with lap traffic. They both stay to the low side. We are approaching the midway point.
Right there halfway this time. It is Binniger still showing the way. Perry, Kansas, where he calls home. Matt Johnson, the Archie, Missouri 1X in that second spot. 3rd belongs to Dustin Sorensen as they come around this time. Sorensen, the Rochester, Minnesota native, as they come through.
Only a couple of laps left. We see the 2 to go sign from Mike Striegel up on the flag stand. Nick Binniger will clear J.C. Morton as he now has an 8 car length advantage over Matt Johnson.
Need to head down trackside.
Morton goes way up top. Nick Binniger off of turn 4. White flag will fly. It has been no contest up front for Nick Binniger. He started on the pole after the redraw. Matt Johnson gave it everything he had. They stayed side by side for just a couple of laps, but Johnson was unable to do anything with Nick Binniger. And off of turn 4, Nick Binniger, who did not win here at Lucas Oil Speedway back in 2022. All is right in the world as the Perry, Kansas native has found his way back to victory lane at the Diamond of Dirt Tracks. Picks up his first win of the season here at Lucas Oil Speedway in his first event of the year. Way to get it out of the mothballs in the garage.